Previously on Saving Throw. After taking care of the monsters lurking in the airship wreckage, our party pulled what they can from the burning ship.
Ash, you go to investigate the crystal.
Oh, nat 20.
While the crystal has obviously failed in some variety, it's fine. It's completely fine even. It's not even that damaged from the crash.
And with the injured captain in tow, the heroes made their way back to camp, but they found more than camp waiting for them.
Well, there's certainly something there. Prowling around that town, the bottom of Jungshaller, is a wyvern.
Fuck.
A big fucking wyvern. And the last thing it says as it's like starting to flapping its wing and starting to get ready to go, it says, take your mess back up top. Always been that way.
And then before we could get to sleep, one more message made its way down.
They're afraid of you, but they change when you're not around. Don't take the lift. Don't let them hide. Take the cliffside, and I will meet you near the top. Ooh.
Now we once again face a difficult decision and a risky climb in Saving Throw at the edge of the world.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Saving Throw, the most popular and cool D&D Actual Play podcast. I'm Chris, I will be your Dungeon Master, and fuck everything, I was literally stuck in Denver for multiple days because of Delta Airlines. Fuck you!
Fuck you, Delta Airlines!
Because of CrowdStrike. Let's be very honest about
Delta
that.
had their own set of problems. The second was part of CrowdStrike. Ed Bastien, CEO of Delta, I'm coming for your ass.
Damn.
I'm joined by our party, which includes Zach as Alistair Nobledrifter,
What's up?
Elise as Win the Turtle,
Hello, hello, hello.
Prij playing Ashball Ramnorance. Good talk. David as Trevor Many Shields.
Nat wanting into your hearts.
And we have Jason playing Chiron Hemlock.
Alright. Hello. What's up? I will make sure I nat one your fucking ass, Delta Ed. I'm coming for your ass.
This content is just for the intro watchers. There are dozens of us.
If you like this show, you can watch the show recorded live on Twitch and YouTube, or just Twitch, whatever, and catch the edited version on our YouTube channel and podcast platforms. And if you'd like a shout out on this very podcast, you can leave a review on really any platform, and we'll read it. This one coming from Isaac Blue on Twitter at It's Isaac Blue with a Z. Do you like cool and interesting stories, good characters, D&D? Well, do I have something for you? Go ahead and listen to /watch Saving Throw. And then they said some lovely stuff about how we are their first official D&D podcast, which is amazing. Before ending with, I've been very interested in D&D for years, but just couldn't get into it. So seeing y'all do it, I thought I would give it a try and see how it is. And what a good choice that was with such an amazing story. 5 stars. Can't wait for more.
So nice.
Once again, that is from Isaac Blue on Twitter. It's with Z _ Isaac _ Blue. Thank you very much for the kind words. I can't stress enough how much we appreciate shit like that.
Yeah.
If you would like your review read on air, just send it to us. It can be Apple Podcasts, Twitter, Discord, the darkened side of an alley. However you review us, we'd love to shout you out. And if you want to support us, the absolute best way possible is our Patreon, which gives you access to all kinds of rewards across our shows, including being an NPC in this show, and you can be included in this Patreon song.
Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons! Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Andy Cosmo, Cud, Abe Holly, Jakinko Sofino, HSN, Ernlist, Marks the Jester, Yane Love, Logan 01, Jack Warner, Witch Tower, Kevin, Asian, and Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, Smart Alec, Mystic, Woody, Leprechaun, Jekyll, Crimson, Chrissy, Victor Alexander, Shadowed, Navi, Soul Masters, BBC, Watts, and Riser, Sherlock, Sellert, Mr. Mocha, Straw Breaker, Animo, Arrow, Ghost, Dog, Lynch, Rimari, John, Ashwin, Yura, Megan, Zero, and Boomer, Emily. Plethora of penguins and who need to sleep, Alea, Yakta, Est, Ever, Entropy, JFJ, Quill, I, Cheesa, T, The Driver, 458, ATV, Maho, Stars, Lazarus, Crest, Dog, Libby, Chosen, Dan, Mickey, Anna, Matrix, Pro Knight, and Casey, Foxington. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly Rick Rat, Katja traveling in a box and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribes Croissant Fulfilla, Written Word Wraith Mercury Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all, gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons.
Okay, that was quite a bit of intro, and some of us have other things to do today, so let's get into D&D. So let's take it from the top, or in this case, the bottom. The missing.
That's where I like
Go ahead. Do your joke. No.
That's why I like to start too, but yeah.
Okay. The missing. A wide and untamed valley of primeval wilderness that stretches on and further on than anyone can see. That is where we rejoin our heroes this time. More particularly, we find them at the entrance to the missing, tucked beneath the cliffs, resting in a battered old shack, thousands of feet below the town of Jung's Hollow, which sits above the missing, connected only by the towering cliffside and by an elevator that isn't here. But last time, falling down that elevator's place was a message. Who read that message last time? Would you kindly do it again to remind us all what it said? It was Prij.
It was me, and yes. The message said, "They're afraid of you, but they change when you're not around. Don't take the lift. Don't let them hide. Take the cliffside, and I will meet you near the top."
Yes, the cliffside. One of two ways up to the town of Jung's Hollow from the missing, the other being that same elevator I just spoke of. But the cliffside is not as simple as go up and down. A towering path of switchbacks and wraparounds and cut-throughs that make up the only real path up to the town, which had been mentioned to us before as at least taking like a full day and night plus to hike up. And this being the path the letter has encouraged our heroes to take. However, it's not just our heroes that would be taking this path. In tow with our party, we also have two extra friends. One, the cartographer, technically cartographant, Fulfilla Season, who accompanied and guided our party through the missing last time. And then we have the airship pilot, KJ Star, who we pulled from the wreckage of said airship, which had crashed in the missing last time. And that is where we find ourselves currently. 5 adventurers, 1 explorer, and 1 civilian at the bottom of a cliff in the dead of night with a mysterious note from an unknown writer. So, with that, I get to ask everyone's favorite D&D question. What do you do? Alright, good. I'm done now.
Well, I guess I probably have to wake everyone up and let them know about this message.
Yeah, that's a good point. Chiron's awake. He has alert.
I do have alert.
Yes.
And Win was the one who was on watch when the message came, and she grabbed me. So the 3 of us are awake. So I guess I don't wake Star because he doesn't need to know this message.
Yeah.
Well, I have an interesting question. Do you wake Fulfilla? Fulfilla has not seen any of the other letters.
Not at first. At first, I would just wake up Alistair and Junver.
Cool.
The rest of the party.
Yes.
What the fuck's going on? I was getting my beauty sleep.
We received another message. Someone tried to make a crude parachute message system and dropped us down another note. I read it again.
Cool.
Does anyone recognize the handwriting?
Oh, that's a good point. It matches the other 2 letters.
Oh, wow.
That's good at least.
Um,
Well,
I'm not gonna.
Have
We rolled that last time.
have we finished our long rest, or do we need to wait for the?
You'll have to finish sleeping through the night or resting through the night. I'm not letting you do anything right now in the middle of nighttime, but assume that it's close enough to morning that it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. I was going to say this is not a trek we should start at night anyway. I don't think the fellow would even want us to start at night. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Let's ascend a cliff in the middle of dark. That sounds like a great idea.
I'm pretty sure the cartographer who knows this area would advise us against making this trek at night. So I feel like we should wait until, first light, obviously. The minute we have sunlight coming in, we gotta start moving. But I don't think there's anything else we can do besides wait till that.
Yeah.
the message doesn't include him at all for Phila.
It says you, and yeah, it refers to us as the plural you, not specifying whether it's just the 5 of us or any others.
Okay.
We will need to in some way convince Phila to take us up the cliffside in the morning. I don't know if we want to reveal this message in full or come up with a different reason why we can't use the elevator.
I mean, the path up the cliffside was obvious, right? It was just a path.
Yeah, you could in theory make it without Phila.
I mean, if we can bring it up on the cliffside of just hey, was there anyone acting differently since we got here? Or, did you notice anyone acting weird when you weren't looking?
I would just
My point is Phila going to want to take the path, or is Phila going to want to wait for the elevator and we don't have time to do that? So how do we convince...
We flavor it as we're looking to explore and expand his maps a little bit more.
Ooh.
True. Yeah.
That's good thinking, Chiron.
Sure, we're welcome to try it if we want to hide the contents of the message.
Let me hit you.
Alistair, you do the convincing. You're the charismatic one.
I don't want to talk to him. That would be a bad idea.
I don't want to talk.
Let me hit you with this one. Why don't we send Phila and was Star a captain of the ship or just a person?
Pilot, captain, kind of one and the same.
Sure. Why don't we send Phila and Captain Star up the elevator? Obviously, Captain Star needs as much medical attention as they can get, and I don't think they'd love climbing up a mountainside while we take a different route.
The issue is, what time does the elevator start? Because I don't want to leave the two of them down here on their own, and I'm honestly skeptical whether they're even going to send the elevator.
Elevator starts at first light. Phila had told us that before, or maybe I don't even remember actually. And takes about 30 minutes down, about 30 minutes up, give or take.
Okay.
I'm worried we're being kept down here intentionally.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't want to send Phila up, even if they're not involved in whatever conspiracy we don't know is going on. If they go up and he says that we are coming up the mountain. The message specifically said, "Don't let them know we're coming."
They could also just kill Star if they don't want him alive, and he might reveal something.
That's a good
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, for any number of these good reasons we've all brought up, I don't think we can let the two of them travel separately from us. We're going to have to take them with us.
My thinking was that we could hopefully convince Phila to say that we went missing or were unable to fight back to the spawn, so they came back alone. And we could get an extra drop on.
That plan can still work once we're up the cliffside. I was going to consider something very similar.
Okay, but here's Alistair, we're gonna use your feats. You could be for Phila. Wait, when we get up the cliffside, you go into town as for Phila.
Oh, I was also thinking that idea.
Ooh, that was better than my idea, which is have Alistair transform himself and pretend to be a second surviving crew member. The Phila one might be an even better idea.
These are great ideas. I didn't think shit.
Okay.
If we're worried about Phila and Star, did we want to make an illusion that the elevator was broken?
I mean, I could do that.
I mean, we can try and convince them first, and if they disagree, then we can fuck around with that.
You can wake Phila and Star whenever. I'm just letting them be asleep as long as y'all want to talk.
Yeah.
I think we should, right now, go back to sleep, wake up at first light, discuss this then. So that we're not waking them up in the middle of the night, also can finish our
I think we're all on the
rest.
same page. We should take the mountain pass, and I think for Phila will be easier to convince. I think KJ Star doesn't have a fucking prayer if they don't go with us, so, kicking and screaming, I guess.
Okay, good night then.
Good night.
Feather floating above mouth.
Is there anything about the note that is in the slightest irregular? It could be the kind of ink, the kind of paper, or is it just the most fucking generic ass shit?
So compared to the rest of them, this one seems the most well-formed. Like the most care went into getting it down here. I mentioned last time, they fashioned like a little harness for the bottle, dropped it down, but they also had cast some sort of spell, could have just been something as simple as thaumaturgy or something like that, into the bottle to illuminate it, so that when it hit, you would see the light as well, like to make sure you saw it. The other thing I would say, is there anything else we need a reminder of from last time? For example, like, Alistair, you were sending messages back to, to Vessler.
Right.
And you asked for reinforcements. He said on the way, or something of the sort. I don't know exactly what he said, but it's that to the effect. And you also received a message from Vessler via Marin that said to retreat from the missing.
Okay. No, I mean, so the message was in a bottle. Is there anything about the bottle, any branding, anything like that? That's just like
it's like a booze bottle, like a moonshine bottle, whatever. It doesn't matter.
To put you inside my brain here, I've had fucking locate object in my goddamn spell list for like 27 years, and I haven't used it once. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything that could be specific about it that I could use once we get back to the town to help identify who might have said.
Oh, okay. Give me an investigation check.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I told you what I was thinking.
I like this enough to, and this makes sense with a small town, I think, too.
18 plus...
You're good.
22.
You would recognize this bottle as one of the kind / like just style that was kept at the Holler and Hole, the only tavern in town, really, run by Diego the Warforged bartender / sheriff / weirdo. And this also would be a bottle that was like, they brew their own, I guess, just sarsaparilla or equivalent here in town. They're not, there's no one's shipping booze out here. They got to make their own shit, and it's definitely like their own shit that was made here in town.
But every motherfucker in the town can just go buy one.
Yeah, anyone could go buy one. It's probably more common that you go there and drink and he pours you a glass, but you could in theory just buy a bottle.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, whenever you choose. Good morning, everyone. It's Phil.
Oh, you made me actually yawn with that. Fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, Fulfilla.
All right, Alistair, you're up.
No, yeah. Hey, Fulfilla. Just a quick question. How much of the mountain pass have you charted before?
A little bit of it. I've never gone up and down the full thing. It's like, they really don't encourage it, but they did have a map in town, and then I copied that, and then there's...
Okay, so that's great. Hey, listen, your attitude around the cartography art has really inspired me and the rest of us, and we were thinking, why don't we take the scenic route, and maybe you can chart this uncharted territory that will also be relatively safe this time, and what's one more day?
Fulfilla, when you start talking about cartography, is very like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, brother.
Cool.
And then as you continue talking, they get more and more confused and then skeptical. What about KJ? Doesn't he need to get up there as soon as possible so we can rest?
I'll watch over him, but I think the change in height could affect his patterns a little bit more. I think going a slow and steady route might be a safer route.
Yeah,
the change in pressure could be very detrimental to healing open wounds.
Very scientific things,
But we're going up either way, and also he's going to be walking, which would be more likely to open the wounds, wouldn't it? You're bullshitting your cartographer about fucking elevation changes, you fools.
I do I make like a, this is a little bit safer than this.
Okay.
For his current height.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're bullshitting.
You've given enough good reason to roll a persuasion check. Alice, her persuasion with advantage.
Nice.
That's a 25, and that's a 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're okay with that, and Fafilla is talking to KJ, who's like sitting up, like so kind of groggy. I would like to take whatever route gets me up alive to a call stone, so I can call for help and get the hell out of this podunk burg.
Great. Then we're all in agreement.
And we can promise you we'll do that as best as we can.
And Katie's like, wait, what? I don't know what did I agree to.
Come on.
You know what, KJ? You're a team player. We like that about you.
Can I do like a quick?
Happy. Wait, what?
Can I do like is he good? Like he hasn't changed in condition at all or anything. He's doing fine. If I do like a kind of
we should be talking about this actually.
Give me a wellness medicine check, and then I'm gonna roll a die for Fulfilla to also think about something.
All of his toes rotted off.
Oh my god.
Beans, not again.
He got.
I just got those toes.
Boiled again.
I just paid off the loans on those toes.
What kind of check? Medicine. I got a 24.
So this is a combined Chiron Fulfilla time check. KJ's not in great condition, but he's definitely in moving condition. But with such a large party, KJ being injured, the overall sketchiness of the cliffside, Fulfilla notes that it's likely to take longer than it normally would. And in Chiron's medical opinion and KJ's own admission, he's going to physically slow you down. Where in theory, if you were hoofing it, you could get this whole thing done.
How heavy is KJ?
I was gonna say we do have a giant with us.
I don't know. He's 200 pounds. He's a regular amount.
I can carry him without being encumbered.
Jesus Christ.
Can you do that up difficult terrain using the climbing rule?
If it's climbing, I mean, it doesn't encumber me, so maybe I don't know the rules for that.
Let's say ish. The point here is like moving at the speed you're gonna have to move on this narrow ass pass with the amount of people you have. One of them being injured, one of them being just a explorer. I mean, not that Phil is not good at walking. But it would take you
glue him to my back.
My back. It would take you whereas if you were busting ass, you could probably make it up there in a day and a night. You realistically can't really do that. You'll probably have to stop along the way or just take longer.
Well,
Okay.
take longer, and I'll keep doing checks. He'll be just as you're obsessive with cartography. I'm obsessive with my medicine and my.
I mean, I can.
checks.
Isn't there an elevator? Can I just take that alone?
We don't think it would be a great idea to leave you alone in your condition.
I think Chiron, having been your primary doctor in the field, you should stay. He knows your medical records. You don't want to have to go get the hippoforms released. It's a pain. So
What's a hippoform?
It's like a bird.
Incantation.
Well, I was trying to say like a hippogriff.
Oh, hippogriff.
Yeah.
That's good. And Fulfilla actually chirps in on y'all's side in this. And besides, Dr. Hemlock's the really only doctor that we have. Miss Violet up in town is not really a doctor, more like a herbalist, and I don't think they can really help in the same way that. And they start doing the fast talking thing.
Thanks. Then we're all in agreement.
Yeah,
Let's get going.
I find myself.
Persuasion check with advantage, Ash.
Come on. Oh, for Ash?
Nice.
Well, Ash is the one who started the dialogue.
Okay. Damn.
Oof.
Don't fuck up.
Take guidance on
advantage
that.
on this?
Yeah.
And a
And
D4.
I mean, luckily I have really good persuasion, and I rolled
DC
really well.
16.
I got 23.
Nice.
You got it. KJ is either being bombarded by too many words, too tired, or too injured to argue.
Cool.
That's what I like to hear.
So,
Oh wow. Okay. Well, sorry, KJ. We already got you killed.
The sun begins to rise far, far above, but down here in the missing, the light barely changes as the sheer cliff sides of the valley keep you shaded for much longer into the day than normal. Because you're so far down, it takes light, like light is being banked by the sides of the cliffs that make up the missing. As you all once again grab your gear and your kit and pack up, Fulfill a Season gestures to the east side of the encampment. All right, we can take the path up from there through the cliffs. He begins unraveling a map and removing a wooden board from his pack and placing the map on it and readying a quill, preparing to work on it during the hike.
Actually, really quick, can I shoot another message off to Vessler?
Sure, yeah.
Just to say, like, hey, we're gonna take the slow mountain pass. If you get to the village, you don't know that we're coming back.
Okay, interesting. Let's. So he said they're sending reinforcements. Are you trying to make it so the reinforcements are basically culpable to your lie?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Roll persuasion
Wow, really?
for them? That'd be easy.
No. I'm trying to say, like, I want you to roll to see if the message makes it there before they leave. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin and decide.
Okay.
You want heads or tails? I'm not telling you what
Heads.
to land on though. Okay. Yeah, you send that message off to Vesla.
Great.
Kajasar makes it to his feet of his own power, but moves very unevenly and with a hand resting over his relatively fresh wounds. Is someone going to assist KJ in walking?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I got him.
Whoa. I guess Junver's.
Logically speaking, y'all would probably need to trade off throughout the day just for like tiredness. But like, I'm not going to make you act that out, so we'll just say that it happens. And if something happens, I'll ask who's currently carrying him. And you all move towards the end or beginning of the path, depending on what direction you're looking at. To find it, well, a path is certainly a word for it. Might even be a generous one. What starts off as a few clean-cut stone steps quickly becomes a mix of stone and wood planks thatched into the cliffside, with a dangling rope handhold on one side. But even before your eyes, you can see where that rope railing, quote-unquote, had once broken off and was never repaired. You can see where the planks become less organized or stop altogether. And you see just how steep some of the incline is as it weaves through almost unnatural-looking curves and bends of the cliffside as it tries to climb upwards. KJ speaks. You know, I thought I'd want to like wait to fly again after that, but I'm so down to fly if any of y'all happen to have an airship you've been holding out on.
Well,
let me just summon one. I'll get right on it.
Captain, whatever the fuck his name was from the last arc's like, hey!
Captain Dave Matthews Band coming over from the other universe.
Wow.
Rip. And you all begin that trek up the cliffside. And you know, you're all adventurers, so Phil is an explorer. This isn't like an easy, fun little walk, but it's not the most difficult terrain you've ever encountered, or in Wynn's case, made. But it's also...
I get it.
But it's also not easy, and the disrepair of the path certainly isn't helping. Other than just walking, is there anything any of you guys are doing while we're walking up this cliff, so I don't have to read out 6 hours of walking?
I would probably just say like every 30 minutes to like an hour, I'd probably make sure he's still doing all right. I don't miss every time. Maybe like.
If there's ever like a chance that like I can like, I don't know, I'm in like whispering distance of only some of the party members, I would like to be like, you know, warn people that we still don't know if we can trust this person meeting us there and keep on our guard and things like that.
For sure.
Once, if this is applicable or if we're stopping before that, once we're getting near the top, I'd like to cast Pass Without Trace on us so that we're not like detected as we walk into town or whatever.
I will tell you that, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Sounds good.
As you're moving up this sheer mountain or cliffside, whatever you want to call it, wait, can I have a perception check?
Ooh, that's a 10.
10's rough. Okay. You feel a breeze, almost like a whisper. And even up here on the cliff side, it feels like how you felt it down in the Missing. Like there's something shifting about it. But whatever it is, the sensation passes. Can both Junver and Chiron roll a d20? Whoever's higher is going to be currently carrying 1 KJ star.
I mean, you know who that's gonna be.
If I should have just flipped a coin.
I legitimately got a 1. So.
Oh, hang on.
Wait, double nat once?
Where'd Forge go?
That'd be sick.
No, 14.
Okay.
Wow.
I was gonna say, if they both rolled nat ones, I think we have to drop Sage off the cliff.
I think we have to start a new D&D series.
I think the cliff collapses and everyone dies. Yeah. the whole town.
Wait, weren't you holding him? I thought you were holding him. Oh! God damn it!
Then who was flickering the lights? Can I have a dex check from Junver and KJ Star?
Oh.
I rolled for KJ Star in case you're curious.
That would have been pretty good, yeah.
Somebody else joins the fucking
It's
Discord
just
call.
you saying dex check makes me not pleased.
I would have loved that. I have a +4 on that. That'd be kind of nice.
Take guidance on that dex check.
Don't drop them.
What's guidance give me?
D4.
Plus D4.
Probably not gonna do enough, but 11. It's 11.
Junver and KJ Star, as you guys are stepping forward, right after Wind feels whatever that sensation was, the rocks beneath your feet sort of slip and crumble away beneath your combined weight. KJ slips from the side and begins to fall, but sort of steadies himself. But you do the same, and KJ does the natural thing of trying to catch you. But in that gut reaction, all that ends up happening is both of you slip from the side and begin to tumble off the cliffside. Everyone else, Junver and KJ are falling off the side of the cliff. What do you fucking do?
I'm probably the closest one. Can I try to grab probably the first person I could probably grab realistically, if I assume.
It's KJ. He weighs less than Junver.
Yeah.
He's not wearing pounds of plate armor.
I'm trying to grab KJ first.
Shields. Athletics check
is unfortunate, but that's just probably how it would actually be. He's actually probably falls second.
Athletics check.
That's 20. That is athletics. That is 20. I had a nat 20, but all I have is just a flat 0. So.
I'll say with a nat 20, you're able to basically like grab KJ by the arm and sort of like yank him back forwards. He does like reach to try and grab Junver again, but is unable to. Like basically can't reach far enough. Anybody else?
For Junper, can I try to thorn whip him? Like grab onto him and pull him up?
Poor Jumper's gonna get whacked on the way down.
I like this is inventive use of Thorn Whip.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is
you
good.
have to succeed an attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay, sure,
Junper
fine.
has crazy
Melee
AC,
spell
though.
attack.
Can I just let myself be?
No, you cannot. So you can't fail an AC check. You can only fail skill checks.
Can I at least?
No, that's fine.
Use my
rolled
shield bonus.
Yes, you can do that.
It's fine. I rolled an 18 plus 7, so that's
Nice.
25. I think that hits.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah. So KJ and Junver slip. KJ tries to steady Junver, who tries to steady KJ, and they both fall off. Chiron grabs KJ Star basically by the arm and is holding him over the side and yanks him back. And as Junver begins to tumble and does so, Wind rushes to the edge and extends out their hand and summons up a Thorn Whip and then extends it out. I'm gonna say it wraps around Junver and sort of he's grabbing onto the bottom.
I think it's like pulling around his ankle.
Oh, okay. You said it. It's getting a lot
That
harder.
makes it worse.
That's just how I mentioned it.
Can I have an athletics check from Win?
An athletics check? Fuck. 1 sec. What's my athletics?
I'm about to kill
Plus
the
2.
entire party.
17.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So Win it gets pulled a little bit by the heavier weight of Junver on the other side of the rope, the Thorn Whip, whatever. But digs their heels in and basically is able to hold and steady Junver on the other side, but not quite strong enough to be able to pull him up. Can I have an Arcana check from Win to make sure that your whip doesn't snap?
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, 9 plus 4 is 13.
So you all hear like the straining of Wynn's Thorn Whip as it struggles beneath Jumver's weight. It's not snapping currently, but unless you manage to pull him up or get him up otherwise quickly, you suspect that it will.
That makes sense.
I don't think this is the act of how to watch a giant fall down a cliff. Get your asses over here!
Yeah,
I'm like holding it.
I'll come over and
I mean, yeah, I can.
little I have.
I can fly down and try and like support Junver so that his entire weight isn't entirely falling.
That's
I don't
good.
know.
That's
Is that
Ooh,
what
yeah,
I can
that's
do
good. That's
there?
good.
Yeah, I love that. Can I have an athletics check for
I got it.
Ash?
Yeah, sure.
And then
As I see Ash
Oh,
coming,
wow.
Wait.
I don't need it. 18.
Woo!
okay.
as I see Ash coming to help me, please just flip me back upright so I can climb.
He's gonna puke.
Again, I'm not trying to like lift you. I'm more just because I can't. I'm more just trying to like support you and brace you so that you have some control over yourself.
Who else is helping Wynn pull besides Fafilla?
I am.
Okay, I rolled a die that you guys need to beat basically as a combined strength check here.
Here we go.
Wynn, Wynn, you're holding. So, Karin, are you helping? You can let KJ go. He's fine.
Oh, really? Okay. Then, yeah, so I didn't know if I was pulling him up still and like making sure he was good.
So Chiron, Fafilla, and Alistair need to roll beyond the number I just rolled in order to lift Junver up. You have a very good chance of doing this.
Okay, wow. I got a fucking 18. Jesus Christ.
You did it.
I'm rolling red hot today.
Yeah, if he did it, I don't want to.
Well, I mean, like, no, I do need your number because it does matter, but like, the odds of you guys not getting it is pretty low.
A 1.
Oh shit, Fafilla. Okay, you're fine.
I was worn out from helping KJ.
Okay, so yeah,
I had a second idea that would have been so cruel, but really funny.
Ash flaps down and goes to like basically like help redistribute the weight so Junver isn't putting that much strain on Wynn's vine whip. Wynn holds the vine whip in place while the rest of you come over and help reel the big fish in. And you know, it's sort of like prop Junver up so his feet are against the wall and he can sort of like help walk himself back up. And you all basically you get him back up and everyone flumps over on the ground. You all take a seat after the excitement basically and peril. And KJ lets out an exasperated yell, like going, "This is the fucking worst thing I have ever done." And you guys do this shit every day? Like talking about you as heroes.
It helps build character.
Usually it has more blood and guts, actually. Sometimes.
I wasn't built for this shit.
I guess you could say this career has its ups and downs.
I guess you could say.
I feel like
that's
jumps off the side.
A cat's feather fall. He can't die now. He'll have to live with that bad. He'll have to live having heard that bad joke.
If I'm gonna fall this many times, I wish I was a sky giant. This is the worst. I've almost died from falling like 2 days in a row.
Fucking chats us talk about an early cliffhanger.
Oh,
Wow.
Hey,
you guys take a little moment to
take a breather.
recoup, and then you continue the hike up through the coves and cliffside walks. And you know, for all of like the hubbub about the cliffside, yeah, it's like shit, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. And Fafilla even notes this, like, you know, they were told multiple times not to take the cliffside, but like,
Bro, we almost just died. What are you talking about?
yeah, but like it isn't like every step is death. It's like, you know, you've been walking for hours and had one little rock slide, which is bad, obviously, but it isn't like this doom and gloom peril path that everyone was talking about.
Hey, Fafilla, is there any chance that there's some sort of creatures or predators in here that, you know, make this place a little bit more dangerous?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't really know where it would like, what would live on a little cliffside. It's not like there's like caves or anything to like eat.
Just checking. We're carrying a lot of meat here, so.
And as
there was
Canyon
that
crawlers?
wyvern yesterday.
yeah, but I mean, by now you're hundreds of feet up from there.
Yeah.
It's probably thousands, honestly.
Are there canyon crawlers like an Avatar?
Oh no, there's not. But there are the big blind moles that make the secret tunnel. Those are canon, actually.
Badgermoles?
Yeah, Badgermoles. And as you continue the hike up, the color dips and turns to burning red as already the sun's beginning to drop. You've been hiking all day. And Fulfilla huffs and lowers their map and quill. We should probably find a spot to make camp. There should be some alcoves along the pass where hunters used to make camp before the lift existed.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So
Yours a Argonaut.
you either have the call to make camp or continue hiking. I will note the rules on hiking. Beyond the 8-hour mark per rules, you have to roll a con check of 10 plus X hour of hiking. Failing this check raises your exhaustion level, and if you choose to rest immediately after receiving that exhaustion level, you do not get it back.
Oh, that sucks ass.
Well, it's to prevent you from failing it once and going, oops,
right,
doodle,
right.
we'll just sleep for 8 hours.
So we're at the 8-hour mark. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're close enough. You're close enough that Fulfilla says we should make camp soon at the next available opportunity.
You're saying if to try and beat this, we'd have to roll a con check 18?
No. It would be 11 and then 12 and then 13 and then 14.
Okay.
Fulfilla thinks we could probably get up there in maybe 6 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's gonna be a 16 con check, and if we fail, it gets worse as you go.
Yeah.
We should just rest. We should rest. No
that's
fire.
That's the game. That's the game. Then yeah.
No fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Lord of the Rings rules.
You all, per Fulfilla's instructions.
No Russian.
Remember. No, you
have no comment about that.
Fair enough. You all continue for an hour and a half more, give or take, until you find a close enough thing to a resting point. And you do that. You all sort of make a little makeshift camp for the evening, just sort of tucking into an alcove along the side of the cliff, on the side of the cliff facing either the Missing or Dung's Holler, depending on which way you're going.
Chris, there is clearly a fire in this art that you generated before the stream. How dare you? My version is
that's actually somebody ripped a big fart. And it was that. It was that.
Did you say it was a
moment
giant
they took the
fart?
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can everyone roll a d6?
Oh.
5.
4.
I mean, I dropped it, so I'm just gonna count that as my roll, a 4.
Okay.
Mine won't surprise anyone. 1.
God
okay.
At least the likelihood on a 1 on a d6 is much higher than on a d20.
That's true.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter, but yeah, you're right.
Hey, it's
Kyra.
math, man.
Skyron, number?
4?
Oh, it's fucking 4 4s and a 1.
3 4s. I got a
You got
5.
5. Holy shit.
Okay, well, I need more than one person to have a number that isn't a 4. Someone's gonna pick Alistair.
I mean, me and Elise both got 1 and 5.
No, that's not how this works. Don't worry about
Okay.
Oh, you said more than 1, and I was like,
Yes.
there was definitely 2.
it. Junver and Alistair roll a perception check.
Oh.
Sure.
Don't fail us.
I don't think I'm good at these. I think I only get plus 1 to this.
That's 13 for me.
It's an 11 for me.
The sun sinks and the stars come out, and at
I
least
have dark vision if this helps. Just in case.
At least up here, it's a lot easier to see the starlight and the moonlight than it is down in the depths of the Missing, where a lot more cliffs and tree cover exist. Here, it's just clear sky.
Chris,
and
not
while
to be a pain in the ass, what starlight?
there are stars, there's about 20 of them. I forget the exact number. I said it
Oh,
earlier.
it's the heroes.
Yes, exactly.
That doesn't sound like enough to be light, but that's fair.
As I mentioned before, that's a fucking problem, especially if you're trying to fucking move a boat or an airship. And while sort of settling in for the night and letting the darkness of night go on, and I guess this technically be watch time, but I'm not treating it like that. While on, watch for the night, waiting for whatever fresh bullshit is going to collapse, attack, or whatever next, you see the lift, the elevator, and it's moving down.
Down. Fuck.
That's not good.
What was Jumper's roll?
13.
Yeah, that's good enough. You would estimate, a couple 100 feet away on like a different piece of the cliffside, that the elevator is going down. And you would guess that like the intercept point, quote unquote, for like where you would meet the elevator would have been like about an hour ago in your hike distance. Can I get an investigation check from, that's Ash and Chiron? Yeah, Ash and Chiron.
Yeah. Chris, quick question before you do that. Could I see
what is
anything on the elevator, or is the elevator empty?
No, that's why other people have to roll now.
I got a 21. Oh no.
21, okay.
As did I, actually.
Perfect! And you guys get all the information. As, you know, this is brought to everyone's attention, everyone comes over to look. The lift isn't making noise. And the lift was loud as shit when you were both on it and when you heard it for the first time. In fact, it was so loud it woke you up in the bunkhouse. But even only a couple 100 feet away, you can't hear the chains moving. Can I have a perception check from Wynn?
Yes. Ooh. 13.
There are figures on the elevator. And with a 13, I'm saying it's hard to say how many. You believe from here more than 5?
You said it's a couple 100 feet away. I could get myself a closer look by 100 feet with a flying familiar if I see through its senses.
I fly to a point where it's within 200 feet of me and cast extended spell lightning bolt. Lift.
And drop the fucking elevator.
Wait, actually?
You kill Violet. You kill
Denzel. They were coming to help you.
I mean, they're coming down at night. That's not
Yeah.
to help us.
I don't trust him.
Did we
Get rid of him.
leave any signs at the camp below that we would have stayed there last night? Probably. We lit a fire.
You did light a fire,
but
but that wouldn't be terribly uncommon. That's like a resting point for adventurers that are stuck down there, or for hunters or whatever.
We came down, so logically they could assume
you would have removed any evidence that you specifically were there, but not that other people were there. Period.
Okay.
If I get a closer look like that, would that help me? Would I be able to do anything with that?
Yeah, you'd probably be able to glean more information. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll summon like a
Do a fucking
bat.
owl.
I like a bat.
That's a good one. Yeah.
a pheasant.
Wait, sorry. What's one summoning?
So I'm using Find Familiar for a bat, which will let me send it out 100 feet from me, and then see through its eyes.
Don't bats have terrible eyesight? That's why they use echolocation?
But, you know, you still get that, right?
I mean, I could also do a raven.
Okay.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, don't use a bat. They have terrible eyesight.
Yeah.
It's
So that's the last
exciting.
creature you should use.
It's less exciting,
Yeah.
but I would pick a fucking owl just because the night vision thing.
Owl isn't an option.
Oh.
Oh, it is an option. It is an option, actually. Owl is an option.
I was
Okay,
like,
fine.
what do you fucking mean? You summoned 8 of
I was
them.
gonna say, now summon 8 more.
Silently.
This is a different spell.
I know,
Anyway,
I know.
Owl.
Good night
Owl.
vision and fly silently. They're both
Okay,
great.
you summon Owl, and Owl flaps towards the lift.
Another ash. Incredible.
Be strong, brother. Be strong.
I'd like to get a sense of how many people, who's on it.
Can this one
As much
cast
as I
Meteor
can.
Storm? I must know. Let me research this thing when it gets back.
Okay, the
I don't
bird.
think it's been touched by sorceress magic, so I doubt it.
The bird flaps its way over towards the falling, or I guess sinking lift, and gets close enough that you can get a better view on what's going on. And here, can I have a perception check via the eyes of bird?
Yes. Ooh, that's better. Dirty 20. Nasty little 20.
Okay, that's going to give you a lot. So, here is what you are able to see. Firstly, one of the figures, and there are 8 figures on the elevator. 8 people.
Figures.
You know, no distinct figure like that makes you go, oh, that's, you know, Yenzel or whatever. Like, you can't really tell who's who. And I'll give you a shot at that in a second. One of them has some sort of glowing something. It could be a crystal. It could be like an amulet. You can't quite tell, but they have something that's glowing, and they're holding that out whilst they're on the elevator here.
Right.
The other thing you notice, I mean, other than the fact that yes, there's 8 of them, and I mean, I'll just give it to you because you rolled very well. You don't believe any of these figures are Yenzel, based on the fact that Yenzel was taller and bigger than most people in town. And the other thing that happens is one of the figures on the lift immediately looks at the bird, draws a rifle from their back, and shoots it.
Okay.
A rifle?
That's excessive.
Man, fucking, it sucks so bad. Every time when someone's an owl, it gets killed in front of Ash's eyes.
You're right. Well, no, the last time it didn't get killed in front of his eyes, we just heard about it.
That's true.
14 damage to Owl.
Oh no, it's dead. Fully dead. It has 1 hit point.
And with a 20, that was an unnatural reaction time.
Hey, I don't need a 20 to know that.
Yeah.
And bonus, gun didn't make noise either.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this crystal is like a silent spell thing.
Yeah, I feel like they probably have some sort of cone of silence ass thing around the elevator right now.
And that is what you get with that. And
Elevators.
Fofilla is like, what's going on?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Fine question.
What do you mean? Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna put my mouth and be like,
who's to say?
as we slowly recede back into the cave.
The elevator is chain driven, you said, not rope, right?
Yes, and it requires someone, Galdwin, to crank it.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I just didn't know if it was chains or ropes. Because if it were ropes, it'd be a lot easier to suffer.
So
Are
it's
we close enough to the top to like be able to see Galdwin?
No,
no,
we're like 6 hours from the top.
not from this angle. You're like 4 or 5 now, probably 4. The other thing I would say to that, Junver, is a bit more like about how the actual elevator works. Not that this is terribly important. Is like up top, he's pushing like a wheel that has ropes that then connect to the chains that drive it up and down.
Right.
Is that a pulley system? Whatever. You get what I mean.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I was more just trying to get an idea of like,
could he break through?
Could someone godlike snipe the rope and make the whole elevator fall?
Honestly, if Ash flapped out there and shot it with a bolt with a head, like if he, made his lightning strike, I don't know, like ice or something, and like froze and snapped it, you could probably make the whole thing crash. Yeah. It would take a big thing though.
Yeah.
Like a TL arrow or something.
That seems like a lot, and also we could just get to the top and prevent them from raising those people back up. Well, they could probably go down and back up before we get there, but it would be close.
Well, yes, they absolutely could.
There's a high chance that whoever sent those individuals down isn't the only one involved in this, so maybe we should make sure that we deal with who's up there too, because they're lowering them down actively anyway. I don't think Galdwin sent them down all by himself.
Oh, for sure.
I think we rest the minimum amount we need to, and then we fucking hike back up. And if that elevator starts going back up, then with people on it, then maybe we think about severing it.
Yeah, we should have somebody stay on watch because we won't hear it apparently, and keep an eye.
We know to watch for it now, though. So.
Yeah.
After about 30-45ish minutes of we're chatting, the elevator's going down, blah blah blah, it does start to rise back up, just as it did when you guys left, when you guys went off into the missing, and by I assume we're not moving, so by the time it reaches that vision of you again, it is now empty. There's no one on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So they got off.
We go it. They might be searching the wreckage for survivors. If the airship's still there.
True. The only thing
or finding the spawn.
The only thing I would be worried about is them seeing any sorts of signs that we started taking the pass this morning.
Well, if there's dead spawn,
you wouldn't have left anything that indicates you're going up the pass.
do the bodies of the spawn like leave any like residue besides
So they do their goo splatter when they die.
Yeah.
And then the actual like non-biologic, the material they're made of, slowly begins to dissipate. But it does like damage things it touches.
It's like
so for
Okay.
Sure, yeah. So for example, like if it hits a tree, like it'll take X amount of hours or days to burn away, and then it'll have physically burnt a mark into that tree, but beyond that it'll be gone.
So it is like the aliens, like fucking aliens. Are we making some moves here, gentlemen?
So
And
after enough time, the sun rises, and this time you guys are far enough up the cliffside to be met by it. And this time, because of everything that happened overnight, you're already awake. Finishing packing up camp before the sunlight can even illuminate that little alcove you're all in. And once again, you start to make the hike.
Before we start hiking, can we do a perception check to see if there's someone coming up below us that we can see?
So because of the way the lift works, the cloud cover is actually beneath you. And the tree cover. You're so high. The missing is impossible geography.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
So like it has made its own second layer of cloud and tree that is beneath you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to see if we could see if someone was coming up.
Not without magical means. Like Ephophill pops out like their fucking like little baby telescope that doesn't do a lot, but it's spyglass. Thank you. And like looks but can't see anything unless you have a magical like divination or a spell like that. Is that what I'm thinking of? Well, it's the one that lets you
Divination's
put the one Gar used in the tuning exams.
Actually, okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna place an alarm behind us.
Smart.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's
So just
good job. It's a mile range, right?
It's pretty far.
What
Well, the radius is 20 feet. The range at which he'll get.
I was just making a joke. A really short distance.
Pretty sure it's a mile. In which case, even if you guys went all the way to the holler and then ran for 10 minutes, you'd probably still be in the range. 10 minutes.
yeah, the alarm itself is a 20-foot cube, but 1 mile. Yeah, 1 mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's countless spots where like the path is narrower than 20 feet where you can easily set up an alarm. Cool.
I'm gonna find a spot where it's very unlikely that anyone could walk around it unless they knew. Unless they knew exactly where it was.
Wonderful.
And you once again set out on the hike, like I said. And just an hour or two of hiking up the cliff, you find the end of the path. Wait, no, you find the path at an end. Exiting a small enclosed area of rock, you find the foot of a rope bridge. And you also find the end. You also find the end of a rope bridge. It's just that whole middle part that's missing. What? Oh, the bridge. Right, that's the part that's missing. Right, the bridge. You stand just before a few planks that started a rope bridge across a deep drop to the bottom. With the other side of the bridge across that deep drop, and nothing in between to help you get across.
Okay. Well, time to buy a level 4 spell slot, I guess.
I believe Ash can get over, so that's good.
Phila is like looking at their map and is like, nothing about the bridge being out.
Oh, we have so many people. This is gonna be taxing. We need to find a different way.
How big is this empty space?
62 feet.
God damn, that's long.
I'm not too familiar with Turtle.
How dare you make that just longer than the typical 50 foot of rope that you get, Chris?
When I son of a bitch cannot sprout wings.
Is it also longer than a Misty Step? Yes, it is.
That's what I was worried about.
It's a little more than twice as long as a Misty Step.
Yeah, but I didn't know if anyone had any bullshit that could extend a spell by double the distance, so I was just like Ash's fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
then let's go down and take the elevator, I guess.
Okay, jump.
We tried.
What about above us? Like, does the path once you cross like snake back up above us or anything?
No.
Okay.
And like this is a singular path. Like the whole thing about the cliffside is like it's the one way up, one way down.
Yeah, I know, but it's switch. I'm talking about like, does it go up, switch back, and then like it's actually like right above us if we?
No,
climb,
you're
like,
quite near the top, but you need to get to the other side to get there.
Does anybody have a bow at all?
Phil has a crossbow.
Okay. What if we like tie some rope to the end of it, shoot it across into something over there? I don't know if the rock can hold it. If we can get a rope over there or something like that.
I mean, if we're gonna shoot a rope, I'll fly it over. I can fly
That's a good
62
point,
feet
actually.
across.
I also have the ability to teleport exactly myself and one other person with me.
Yeah, I'm worried about Star.
We're covering my notes. Let's go. This is good. This is good.
Yeah. I can only
we
do it
can
once.
Shoot, we could like have Ash bring a rope over, but also, how does that help us to bring one rope over?
We tie it to the end of the bridge, and then somebody holds it and pulls it taut on this side, and then they can potentially climb over.
Superhuman strength, yeah.
Yeah.
American Ninja Warrior, this shit.
That's fair. I mean, I have 50 feet of rope.
For the whole piece. I mean, I think I could probably get across the rope, but looks at KJ. No fucking chance, Chief.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I was probably going to teleport him, so.
I like that idea.
Teleport with KJ.
I'm good at athletics. I might not fall and die.
The only problem is
Are you,
You
good
are
with
very
dice
heavy.
rolls, though?
Again, I think our biggest problem is probably
Star
Junver.
and Junver.
Yeah, cool. If Alistair can dimension door, he's fine.
Yeah.
Wind
Wait.
can turn into an animal and fly over, right?
Oh, I can't fly, but I can turn into an animal like a spider and run across the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be easy.
Or even just turn Win into a fucking like lizard and then throw him.
Hear me out.
Yeah, just turn into a lizard and ride on me as I fly over.
What if instead of, he's gonna hate hearing this. What if instead of teleporting KJ, we tie him to a rope,
Hate it?
Oh,
and
no!
then I just pull him across?
I think my doctor would advise against that. He's like,
You know what? That just might be crazy enough.
God damn it!
Okay. So I'm gonna do the spider on Ash. Well, Ash flies across.
Yeah.
What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna summon a like little eagle using summon beast. As we discussed last time, I'm using the new version of Contra Animals, so I can't summon big animals right now. But I can summon a small beast, which won't be able to carry anyone, but it would be able to like definitely help with balance.
Support.
You know, like yeah. Well, if they like hold on to you while you cross the rope, that'll definitely help with balance and with like falling if something, God forbid, does happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not like gonna be the most I'm not gonna be the most generous to how much that helps.
You get
but
like,
it
you get like
would
a
help.
plus D4 to this fucking skill check.
It might be a D6.
Chris, real quick, do you have the thing that tells me what our special
Okay,
items
I'll
do?
take it.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
None of
either
my items
Junver or
are
Star is getting transferred over via teleport.
Mhm.
That just leaves me and Perfilla climbing across.
Is there
You should be good at that. You should be good at that, right, Chiron?
Yeah.
Is there anything I could
work
do
those
that would help
muscles
people
a little
with
bit.
shrinking or enlarging things?
All right,
I have to shrink Junver, I think.
I hate that idea.
I know you do. It might be helpful, though.
No, shrinking Junfer and then carrying
I
him
would like
across.
to chat with Mr. Business real quick. I know I haven't used this.
Mr.
Oh, God.
Business!
Mr. Business, an otherworldly mimic, Mr. Business will turn into anything smaller than a standard Smith & Griffin-sized treasure chest, for a price to be determined between Mr. Business and his partner. Mr. Business can perfectly mimic any item he is shown, or can decently mimic anything described to him. Mr. Business can then gather information as an item, attack anyone who interacts with him, or do a small variety of other simple tasks while in mimic form. In his normal form, he is best described as a small golden coin with a little hat and tiny arms arms and legs. You remove Mr. Business from his pouch, as he is especially noted to not be placed in your regular coin pouch, and he pops up little hat, a little arms. Hey boss, what's going on?
Love this.
Hey, Mr. Business. Are you able to turn into like, I don't know, like a floating platform or something like that? That, you know, floats in the air, not like just in water?
This is a good question. So the rules as written is he can perfectly mimic the thing he's shown or decently mimic anything described to him. I don't think this gives him the ability to fly, which he does not otherwise already have.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no. Nope, sorry, no flying. I can turn into a paper airplane.
Ooh,
Shit.
we get all right on that.
Wait.
Do you need to send a message to your crush in class?
Ooh.
Can you turn into an airship?
Only things smaller than a standard.
I know.
Smith &
Can you
Griffin
turn
size
into a
ship.
small airship?
He turns into like a toy airship, like this.
Can it fly if you're in that shape?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like double enlarge it to try and make it work.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, that wouldn't work. It doesn't. It still would lack a crystal powering it.
How deep is the like?
All the way to the
Thunder
bottom, dog.
Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Look, I can cast Featherfall, so anyone who falls off during the cross at least won't die.
Well, that's good.
We don't know what's down
Something.
there, though. They might as well be dead.
Mr. Business,
Hey, what's going on?
when your thing's as small as a standard treasure chest, is that in like dimensions or like mass?
Dimensions, I guess.
Okay, so I couldn't make you turn
Yeah.
into like.
Dimensions. He could turn into anything that would say it's like a fucking anvil. Like it would be anvil weight. That's not a problem.
Okay. What if he just turned into a little bridge and we double enlarged it?
There's no
That's
way that
not
gets
going to be
to
60.
60
That's not
feet.
62 feet.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think because if I'm thinking of a standard treasure chest,
A chest is like a couple feet across. You're doubling it to what?
All right.
8 feet?
Here's
yeah,
here's
exactly
my-
2 to 4 to 8. Yeah.
We're probably about 48 feet short.
Tell me if this works. We tie the rope so it's a little bit higher on the side that we are, and it's lower on the side that we're trying to get to. We have Mr. Business turn into something with like a hook and a chair.
A zip line?
Essentially, we make a zip line. You just sit in it. Gravity carries you across. Then Ash flies it back to the other side. Repeat ad nauseum.
I don't hate that.
Okay, if you can figure out a way to secure a rope on both sides of this thing, I'm gonna say on the far side, I'll even give it to you. You can tie it to the post the original rope bridge was on.
Cool.
And then but you need to find a way to affix it to the rock above you.
I'll climb up there. And
I mean,
put it on there if you want me to.
surely one of us has the ability to do that.
I have a bunch of pythons or pythons, whatever you call them, that are used for rock climbing. So like we can use those.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Give me a a joint athletics check between Chiron and Junver to do like a yup maneuver.
Is it athletics or acrobatics to climb?
Let's say athletics for the hoist on Junver and acrobatics on Chiron for the
That
heel.
was maybe the best possible answer you could give us, so thank you.
Nice.
You have to. It is a DC 24. That's really low.
I got a 13.
I got a 15.
Okay,
You got it.
successful. Yes, you basically hump Chiron up, and Chiron takes like the back of Cade's axe, and like the little thing goes bink, and just nails it into the wall, or whatever. I don't care. And yeah, you affix the rope.
I mean, I
that
have
way.
a hammer. I could have given him a hammer too.
And Mr. Business goes, "All right, how many coins, boss?"
Yeah, I forgot about this part.
You tell me how much it costs at
100, I
a
just
price
said
to
it.
be determined. Oh, I thought you said something, a different word. Here.
Damn, you're not even.
He just starts wolfing the coins down.
Oh God! Is this
Listen,
what you eat?
Delicious. Okay, and then he turns into like a one of those, like, I don't even know what they're called, but they kind of like a bicycle handle. You know, the zipline thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess is that the zip line? I know because the rope would be the zip line. Whatever, the handle thingy that zip lines use.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Business, that feels like you price gouged me, but also let's just fucking do this.
Oh, he absolutely did. He
like a lot of coins. You didn't even try to haggle.
No.
No, and like when you were handed him, it was like you should try to barter with him because
Yeah.
he's a piece of shit. He's a real piece of garbage.
I forgot about that.
It's been a while.
Too long. I haven't used him either, so it's
Okay.
Like, can you make him like a chair so people don't have to like strength check to get across?
A chair with
What's
a
the
hook is
strength?
pretty complicated.
Also, what's the strength check for holding onto a zip line?
Dog, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
the chance
actually.
that we
Hold
can
on.
fuck up.
Hold on.
bad.
No, man. That's actually. He's got a good point. That's actually. You're holding it for 60 feet.
we can tie people
Don't
to
chill.
it.
Don't like preteens go on zip lines?
Yeah, but they're also holding only
It's
like
also
50 pounds
easier
of
for
weight.
preteens to do it
Yeah.
than adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Fulfill is a gnome, and I mean, Cage is a tiefling. That's a regular sized person.
Yeah.
KJ's
we
also
can't-
injured. We can
He's
like
injured.
make a. We can
Aren't we
make
still
a
dimension?
harness.
Aren't we still dimension dooring at least?
Yeah, I'll
Two
probably
of us-
dimension door.
Okay. Let's start with who is taking the zipline across.
I'll take it first.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna just call this a strength check, plain and simple. I don't want to fuck with it too much, so let's just roll me a strength check.
Take guidance.
I'm
Can
gonna
we opt
say
for athletics if we want it.
no. I'm gonna say you can't because it's more complicated than just athletics. It's also balance, but I don't want to make it a dex check because I think that's unfair.
Yeah.
I want to see how my body holds up against this rope. It's the perfect test. And I
Take
beat it.
guidance on this.
Okay.
How many guidances do you get a day?
The way we
Oh, it's a cantrip.
we did it with. Yes, it's a
Yeah.
cantrip. But the way we did it with like the playtest thing is it's a reaction, but I can only use it once per person.
Great, love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for the guidance. I got a 22. I wrote a
Okay.
natural 20 again.
You sort of demonstrating for the team. You take the zip line and you go across. Mr. Business goes wee, and you slide across with no problem to the other side. And Cade's axe sits in your pocket like, what the fuck, dog? I literally teleport.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
I forgot, honestly.
Whatever.
And I'm gonna say,
I'll this.
I wanted to test my
Legendary.
I wanted to test my physical capabilities.
the axe doesn't talk.
I was talking to Mr. Business.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say at any point, Ash can fly across, return Mr. Business to the top, and whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
Do I want to talk about the Junver problem?
I'm strong. It
All
might be
right,
fine.
roll them dice.
Junver.
Well, wait.
Before we do this,
No.
please.
No.
I'm not
No.
doubting your capabilities. I'm
No.
doubting the rope's capabilities.
Nope.
Okay. Well, you're going last.
The thing could hold a whole bridge. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's not okay. Fine. Junvert, go last. Please go last.
What about Featherfall? Would that make you lighter?
No.
No, it only sounds. I mean, I'm going to fly alongside him in case he does fall, so I can at least save his life from the fall.
Yeah. It's some fulfiller.
Let's have Fulfilla. Yeah. I think it's just Fulfill and Jennifer that need to.
How's Wing? You're gonna turn into a lizard or some bullshit?
I was gonna turn the spider and ride on. Ride on.
Just ride on me.
Ash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm very gentle when carrying when I cross to make sure I don't lose my spider friend.
I've rolled for
That's more coming.
Fulfill. You boost them up and they grab the Mr. Business and prepare to sail across. I've rolled their die. If anyone would
Fulfill
like
can
to
take
make
guidance.
okay. What's a D4? You roll. Just throw it up. Be sick.
Do I be stingy with
4.
party conspiration now?
It's
It's a
plus
4.
Yeah.
Alistair, do you want to use Bardic Inspiration or no? I'm not telling you if
Yeah,
it's
no,
succeeded
you
or not.
shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yeah, I'd do it. Bardic Inspiration plus a D8. You want me to roll that too?
Please do. Recur.
Fucking 2.
A 2 was enough.
No way!
Oh.
Holy shit!
So they actually had it with just wins. I was just being an asshole to you.
Yeah.
They did exactly the number that Win gave them. So yes,
with that little twang of the guitar and the, I don't know, ephemeral bullshit that is guidance, Fofilla whooshes across and immediately goes, "That was awesome!" And Mr. Business, you return to the other side, leaving the Junverito. Available now at Taco Bell.
I'm giving you guidance.
Do I get guidance? Okay.
Yes.
Roll them dice.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. Junver goes up and grabs Mr. Business, goes at the extra weight, because he's a small coin that doesn't have concept for a lot of things. And you slide across with, I'm gonna say, relative ease. The rope does like buckle underneath your weight, but it does not snap. It does not pull out of the other side.
Cool.
And you slide to the other side with pretty much no problem.
I would literally rather die than be small.
I know. That's all right.
That's a very sad level of ego you have.
I mean, I don't know if it's ego so much as just fear.
All right, KJ, give me your hands.
Sweet. He does so.
And I throw him off the cliff. No, I'm back to the door. And I burn a 4th level spell slot to get us across with Dimension Door. Question.
Nice.
Because Dimension Door does technically give me 500 feet in every direction. Could I put us on maybe a higher altitude to save him from walking further? I don't want to do that. I want to be with my group.
Yeah, you probably could, but can you not?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, KJ, you got a Vox, dude.
Can you not, though?
When have you decided how you're getting across?
Oh, we got across already.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Spider on-
gotta
on
cross
Ash.
Spider on Ash.
Before we leave here, can I have an investigation check from one Ash Ball?
Oh.
That's only a 9.
Okay, with a 9. As you fly back and forth repeatedly, you do notice something.
Fucking tired.
Yeah, as you do that repeatedly, you actually do notice one thing. The bridge was cut, not broken. But it was cut on the side you guys came from, not the side you're currently on. It was cut from the bottom.
Interesting.
Wait. Cut from the bottom, you mean like the bottom of the bridge? Or like just the far side?
The
Cut
lower
from
the lower side of the bridge, technically, I guess.
Okay.
It would have had to be cut from someone who was on the side closer
The
to
side
the
that we
missing.
started on. The side that we started on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So somebody was running away from the village and then cut the road.
Something like that, presumably.
Not necessarily that, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
Once everyone's across, I would like to gather Mr. Business and ensure he's in a separate patch from my coins.
Oh my god.
He returns back to his coin form. It's kind of gross. Then he tips his hat and hops back into his pouch.
It's like a terrible.
Does he transform like a fucking animorph?
Yeah.
It's more like because he is a creature, he is a living thing. It's like that's his bones and shit. Yeah. It's like the thing with what's the fucking Eevee evolution with the ribbons, Sylveon?
Sylveon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
It's like-
Sylveon Steelers, yeah.
It's like that's part of its fucking body, and I don't like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like that.
I would then like to
Those are
cut
not,
the zip
those are
line I
not
just
decorative
used.
ribbons.
Somebody give me a fucking Animorphs art for the goddamn art for stream. I'd love that.
I'm gonna make sure to cut the zip line that we just used to.
Yep. I was gonna say that as well.
Do you cut it or do you reel it in?
Yeah, you could reel it in.
Oh,
Save the rope, man.
Well, no, we frickin' rammed it into the other side with pythons, dude. I don't
You're
think I
strong.
can. I mean, if I can pull it out, I will.
Strength check. I don't want to belabor this, but let's do it anyway.
I just didn't think that would be an option. 22.
Yeah, you yank it free, and it, you remove any signs that you were here back effectively.
Yay!
Anything else before I read some more shit?
Don't lose my rope.
Go for it.
That's why
Nope, good
Jumper's
with
not a
me.
father. Pulling out.
Wow.
Sorry.
You all continue
That's
on.
responsible. We don't need. It's responsible, you know.
Oh, hey, I remember this artwork.
Yeah, I'm making sure it wasn't the wrong one. You all continue on, but there's not much more to the path, or not much more anyway that has been so far. Like nothing new and exciting. The path grows wider, the incline less steep, and you're all able to move at regular speed as opposed to like slowing down as the terrain becomes easier. And after
at this time, I cast Pass Without Trace.
Good.
Cool.
And after a bit more walking in the still early-ish morning light, you find yourselves just a few minutes from the top of Jung's Holler, with some of the footholds of the buildings up just ahead. And Fofilla comes to a stop, furling up his map and returning it to his pack. Okay. Now what?
Okay, so do the plan that we vaguely talked about 2 nights ago, without also being like, hey, Fofilla, can you wait here? I'm going to transform into you real quick and walk away. Don't ask questions, though. Also, KJ Star, who's only want in the world is go into this town and get care. You're going to also have to wait here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, once again, we were told someone's going to be meeting us before we get into town.
Hold on. Also,
Good.
saw the guys on the elevator. We can almost kind of play our like, hey, like we want to check what's going on there.
AJ would have seen that too. He has no depth for like the town is
What's
spooky
going on?
or anything like that. Yeah, he's just like the only people he knows are you guys. So he's just like, okay.
Watello is the most lawless, dangerous town in existence.
And he's just like, oh my god, come on, man.
Well, I mean, is there anything like we see on the path leading up to the town? Like, is there any way we can get closer to the town with absolute certainty that we wouldn't be spotted by normal people in the town?
Pass Without Trace is probably the best chance.
So the only reason I was really giving you a stop point here is for this Fofilla and KJ thing. Okay. You can get to like the entrance of the town, basically the end of the path, with no problem. But it's just a matter of like, are you trying to get them to stay back while you do that, or are you just fine to have them with you as you walk into what is presumably a meeting with a person?
Yeah. Realistically, I don't think that who's been leaving these messages also knew that Fofilla was coming with us and probably knows that Fofilla's coming back with us, or at least assumes. So I assume it's nothing that they can't hear.
Yeah, and like I'm frankly least worried about KJ.
Oh yeah, dude knows nothing.
Dude's a victim in all this shit.
Regular man, KJ Star.
I mean, unless the person here doesn't want any survivors from the airship if they're the one who caused it to crash here.
I mean,
I highly doubt that.
We almost beat TL. It's fine. TL, we can beat this person.
It's TL.
Thanks.
We got into rogue pottery recently. Been throwing fucking bottles at you. Yes, you all move.
So we decided. Are we deciding whether to tell them to stay here or have them come with us?
I think we decided they're coming with us.
Yeah, I'm on that side.
I think bring them, because I think leaving them here is
the worst option.
Also, they might just get killed by the people coming up, presumably behind us. I know they didn't hit your alarm.
I was gonna note, alarm has not been hit.
It has, but also I'm not confident that they didn't see it and work there.
I trust Ash's alarm.
Are you doubting my magic skills?
No, I'm doubting whether they're able to see it.
I will kill you!
we never saw the elevator move again.
I actually realized I skipped over a bit of
God
note here.
Damn it, Chris.
They set off the alarm, didn't they?
No, everyone calm down. Yes. At some point, very recently, actually, this would have probably almost certainly been after bridge time.
Okay.
During probably quite shortly after, probably just actually honestly just a little bit ago, because the sun's only recently-ish up fully, real first light. The bridge moved. Sorry, not the bridge. The lift moved again. This time it moved regular, loud, and you weren't able to see it from where you were, because you're presumably like if it's like you think of the town as like a flat plane and you're kind of like coming up around it to get to the top, you're on like I guess the opposite-ish side from the lift. But yes, this time you do hear it going down again, and I would say by now it's probably already all the way to the bottom.
Right.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm understanding this correctly, late last night, we saw it going down. It was silenced. Then at some point, 30 minutes roughly later, it came back up, silenced again.
Was it silenced going back up?
Yep. None of you asked, but yes, it was.
I thought you said it wasn't, or I thought you said it was. So, or at least that's how I remembered it. And then it went back down again this morning.
But like that would be
Just
like
now.
regular time.
Yeah.
Non-suspicious time effectively, and it's once again loud and normal.
And when we saw it coming back up, we didn't see anybody on it, right?
You precisely didn't see anyone on it. It was empty and like confirmable empty, not like I can't see anyone. I'm not sure. Like
All right.
you certainly it was empty.
Fine with me.
Yeah, you guys are. I mean, I don't. No one has to actually answer Fulfilla's now what question. But in the sake of like we are moving that last few steps upwards.
I guess I will mention, hey, if he sees that lift coming back up again, we might want to make a move to prevent those people from coming back up.
Yes, agree.
I mean, we should have about 30 minutes time to stop them, so that's cool, but just as a little wink.
Couldn't we just convince Big Man to... Yeah. You're pretty charming, right? That's what they say, charming.
Oh, I mean, I could talk him... I could talk so long, he won't... he'll forget to pull it up.
Yeah, sure. I believe you.
I think we should start walking to a rendezvous point. We never really set one, but they said they'd meet us near the top.
No, they just said they'd meet us near the. They just said they'd meet us near the top. So I'm assuming before we got to the village, but not too far off from.
Yeah.
A voice calls out
just-
as you are all amidst the conversation.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Heroes. An exclaimed whisper. Yeah. Heroes. And hiding in the shadow of a building just by the end of this cliffside pass, a figure steps out. A young man moves out just enough to be seen by all of you and looks over his shoulder before gesturing you closer.
We have not seen
Oh
this
my
person.
god, it's Link.
I realized that like an hour and a half ago. I was like, balls, he's blonde, then I put him in green. He looks like Link.
Genuinely, Prij, I thought you said, oh guys, he's a twink.
Well,
Yes.
look,
This entire time I've been
Saving Throw's full of
imagining,
twinks.
Alice just goes, my people.
I've been imagining our mysterious messenger as like a cat girl. Like it's Utsumi.
Here's like if you want to look at like the overarching guide of how Saving Throw characters are made, they pretty much start as either twink or shredded lady who punches shit, and then from there I just sort of deviate out.
Really just play into all my favorites.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. Fucking... Well, you know what? We should probably say... Are you... Who are you?
How enclosed or hidden are we in this area?
Yeah.
So this is like the edge of town, basically, but not the way you guys came in before. Where you came in before is like much more coming into the main strip of town. This is kind of like the back of the town, effectively. And it like these are people's houses, you would assume, but they are like there's no one else is seemingly around, and he is literally hiding in the shadow of one of the houses.
Right.
So it's not enclosed, but it's also not like out in the open.
Alistair, get out the Liar's candle, but don't light it yet.
You got it.
He speaks more. You made it. I thank you for trusting me. Thank you for coming. And he
Who
lowers
are you?
his hood to reveal himself. The man pauses for a moment before speaking. Call me Leo.
Leo.
Shout out to patron Sillart for our boy Leo here. Bow, 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 bow.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Leo Still. The last name isn't important.
It's a cool name, though, actually.
Thank you.
After everything. despite everything.
Despite everything, he's still Leo.
He's still Leo.
Are you the one who's been sending us messages?
He nods. Yes, I sent the letters. I needed someone I could trust, and there's no one in Jung's Holler that can be trusted to do the right thing.
All right.
Did you call us with the call stone?
Yes, the same. I don't really know how to use it, and Violet isn't necessarily forthcoming with that information.
All right. Start from the beginning. What's going on in this town?
Leo pauses, as if, like, despite that is the obvious question you're going to ask, like, he wasn't ready to answer it. And he remains quiet as he looks over all 7 of you. In particular, taking longer looking at both KJ Star and Fofilla.
Yeah.
And eventually something makes a noise off in the town. It seemed like a regular noise, could be anything, but he looks suddenly, almost jumping, and before the noise subsides, he lets out a huff of breath. They're going to sacrifice the whole town to call her back. And he pauses again. They're the cult of the broken sky.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.